Good Shabbos. I'm speaking to you from one of our outdoor minyan spaces where we've begun socially distanced minyanim this week, thankfully. Why is the word panim, the Hebrew word for face, why is it plural in Hebrew? In English, the word for face is singular because we have only one face. But why is the word plural in Hebrew? The person attending Sheva Brachos, who wasn't at the wedding, is called the Panim Chadashot, not the Panim Chadash. Perhaps the plural form of the word panim for face reflects the fact that the face is made up of many parts. The forehead, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the cheeks, the brow, perhaps even the hair and the ears. More deeply, though, I believe it's plural because the panim reveals so many facets of a person. Our character, our personality is made up of a myriad of different qualities, so many of which are conveyed by our countenance, our panim, or our punim, as it's pronounced in Yiddish, and whose inflection captures even more of the spirit of the word. And so, when Hashem provides the formula for blessing of the Jewish people in this week's Torah reading in Parshas Naso, the Birkas Kohanim, it is particularly Hashem's panim, Hashem's face, that is the medium of those blessings. When Hashem wants to bless us, he calls on the Kohanim to proclaim that Hashem will shine his face upon us. You know them. Yivarechecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. Yo'er Hashem panav, his face, elecha v'chuneka. Yisah Hashem panav, Hashem will lift up his face, elecha v'yasim lecha shalom. Hashem is made up of an infinite number of qualities and characteristics. And for Hashem to employ the metaphor of his face to bless us, it's as if Hashem is bringing so much of his qualities, his characteristics to bear in blessing us. Hashem is shining his infinite attributes upon us, represented by his panim. And this in turn gives us even further insight into our own faces, because we are fashioned in the image of God, and each person's complexity of character is divinely fashioned. The rabbis tell us that even though no two faces look alike, we are all created in the very same divine image. A person's face represents the uniquely multifaceted nature of each person as designed by Hashem himself. This principle is really a mandate. We are obligated to recognize what a person's face represents. First, that each person is created in the divine image and must be treated as such. And second, that each individual is complex. Each individual is made up of many different qualities and characteristics, just like Hashem. We are witnessing today how a great country grapples with some very serious social challenges. When we look at the protests and demonstrations, as well as the unacceptable instances of rioting and looting, we must recognize that people are complex and multifaceted, and movements driven by people are complex and multifaceted. Our mandate is to appreciate the God-given complexity of people and be able to distinguish between the core message of a movement and those who use the movement to also pursue their own agendas. To see divine complexity is to be able to condemn violence and looting at the same time as expressing solidarity and empathy. To condemn police brutality when it occurs, while expressing support and admiration for our beloved police forces. To be able to hold these dichotomies together at the same time is to honor the divine complexity in every human face. Good Shabbos.